which needs, it's in a small area, and it needs tying in and pruning back. It flowers really well actually. So you can see here, there's the last year, or this season's gone, flower buds have finished, and we've got some new pieces here which we can train in as well. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you, we'll tie this back just so that it doesn't flop around. So what you don't want to do in the sort of going through in the winter months is have these long pieces and the roses flapping about like this, which can get damaged. So I've got some wire here, so we'll wire that in shortly. But what we'll do first is, so we don't want this piece, we're going to cut that piece off like that. We're going to go along this stem here, and we're going to take some of these back, just back to a bud, all the way over, and we'll probably take this one back as well. So what we need to do now is to tie this back in so it fits about here, so that can spray out that way, see? So got a bit of wire here. What we'll do, we'll tie it back into this frame. I think what we'll do first, we'll make sure that this piece of wire here is a bit more solid, because it's quite loose. Let's see if we can strengthen that up. Right, so we'll pull that a bit more tighter if you can. Do it like that. It's a bit better. So what we'll do now is we'll tie this back in like that. That just stops it from flapping about in the wind. Don't do it too tightly, or it will start cutting in to the stem, so you don't really want that. So I'll do it fairly loose. And then what we'll do with these other bits is hook them on over the wire, so it just holds it in a bit more better. Yeah, that's a bit more stronger. We'll take that bit off. Right. So, and what we'll do now is we'll reduce these two down. We'll take some of the ones that have finished flowering, reduce that one to that one's facing buds, that will go that way, and buds will go that way. We'll take that one back, take that back there. It's just basically taking us back to the main frame. We'll take him off like that, and we'll take that one back there, and we'll want this piece. So if we take that back here, what we can then have is a stem, a bud that will go that way. This is a nice bit, so we'll keep that, and I may just hook that over a bit of wire through like so, and that will just fill up along there. We've got these two that go that way. Now we've got this bit here which goes behind. Let's take these dead bits off. So this bit here goes behind the main stem, which you don't really want that, because what we're going to get is a bit of crossing. Don't we want that? So I may take off that bit and see if we can do something with this. So if I bring it back on itself, like untangle it, so we could put that one there, like so, instead of going behind it. We'll try, what we need to do later on is put a bit of a screw into there and put a bit of wire going across there, so I can tie that in like that. But I may do that later on today. So down here, there's got a dead bit here which we don't want. And then what we can do, get a bit of wire, is that can then fit and then be tied onto this bit. So that bit will go that way. If not, it's just flapping about. So what we'll do, we'll tie that on. Nice day today, it's mild. 8th of December. Dry for once. It's been wet here in the UK for quite most of last week. So we'll tie that in. So I've just done one tie here, and we'll tie another one around about here. But what will happen now is later on, well, not later on, but into next season, that will then go that way. And then this may tie that in. Yeah, I don't want to take him off, he's a new bit. So you want to try and get it to go away and up that way, not towards the window. So I may just tie that in. We could use that next time. If anything else fails, you've always got a backup. So we need another one to go along there, so that can sort of go up there. Let's just reduce that back, just so it's not flapping around in the wind. So this is how to grow and train roses in a small area like this. This flowers really well, got some really nice yellow flowers on it. I forgot the name of it, unfortunately. But what I'll do later on is I'll put some nails in and we'll tie that in about there. So that is a nice framework. So a nice one there, one here, one there, and one there. And that will actually help to flower better. So it will go up that way. Which what you want. Is to so I'll tie that in. And then that's our 4 framework pieces which we need. Let's take that off, don't we all want that in the end. There you go. That's how to grow and prune and train a rose for a small area on a wall of this size. Everything has their own space, it's been tied in. That will go into there, he will go up here, he will go up here. Little one there, I'll take that one off. And take that off as it's got black spot, which I don't want, so we'll burn that. And other pieces like this as well. So we take these leaves off. They've got black spot on them. Then we'll destroy these, or put them in the bin, or not on the compost heap. Anyway, that's how to train and prune roses in a small confined area. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to my videos. Thanks for the people that have liked and subscribed to my videos that I do. I love doing things about horticulture, gardening. I've been doing it all my life, and I just want people to sort of watch these videos and just take some away, learn a bit about them, what I'm up to, just different techniques, so you can actually do them in your own garden. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. We have a podcast called the Ideal Gardens Podcast, which you can find on Amazon, Spotify, and where else you get your podcasts from. Yeah, I think that's it. Anyway, hope to see you soon and have a great Christmas.